I don't set myself reading goals. I set my Goodreads to 50 books every year, and if I get there, amazing. If I don't, oh well. I don't make a list of all the books that I want to read next year. It's just setting myself up for failure because I won't do it. I won't stick to it, and I'll feel like shit when I don't. So if you feel like that, don't set the target in the first place. It's okay.
It's yearly wrap-up season, it's top books of the year season, but I'm not ready to wrap up. I have more books to read in December, so instead I'm talking reading goals for 2023. Most of these are pretty self-explanatory. I think one thing that I really want to do after reading 50 books this year, which was a big jump for me from 12 last year, is continue finding like freedom, excitement, joy, interest, especially in diversifying my shelf. I'm revamping my TBR jar probably into multiple jars to accommodate those mood moments. We're gonna see how that goes. It'll be kind of a test. And that last point also feels super important to me. I want to read in community with people. I want to do many readathons. I want to do many book clubs. I want to talk to people on live. So please let me know if you want to be part of that community effort because I'm really excited.
These are my 2023 reading goals, and I wanted to go through some of them. This year I am setting a pages goal instead of a books goal because I read a lot of like really short books and I don't think those should count as an entire book, so I'm just going for pages. I got this number based off of the pages that I've read so far this year, which was 12,000. So I'm like, I can read 2,000 more pages, no big deal. My next goal is library or owned books only. I used to be really good about only checking out books from the library, but TikTok it brings out the consumer in me, and I've been buying a lot more books and I have not been reading any of them. So my big thing, absolutely no book buying next year. My next goal, this one's like my top priority, is to intentionally seek out diversity. I feel like this is an area I can do a lot better in. So in 2023, that's going to be my like number one goal, which it'll be pretty easy if I'm going to the library, which they've got some pretty good selections there. And then my final goal is more reading and less scrolling because I do way too much of this and not enough of this.
Let's talk 2023 reading goals. This is a first for me. I've never had any reading goals. Being new to TikTok within this year, I don't know that I would have ever even considered creating reading goals. I have spent the last couple of weeks really considering if I wanted to create 2023 reading goals, and if I did, what would they be? The season of my life that I'm currently enjoying is one where I do not feel stressed or pressed to do anything. And while I do know that these reading goals are supposed to serve the purpose of being fun, I don't know that they would facilitate a lot of fun for me personally with as packed as my current schedule is. So I have decided on one reading goal, just one. My 2023 reading goal is for me to not stop reading. Reading is my primary self-care, and so I think that me staying in tune with what I'm capable of handling each day should be the focus. Honestly, it's more of a quality over quantity approach. I am optimistic that in the future I will be able to create more detailed reading goals, and they will be fun and exciting to fulfill, but I think at this point any other goal than the one that I'm setting would be unrealistic. But I definitely want to hear everyone else's reading goals for 2023. Maybe they will give me some ideas for in the future when I can have more than one reading goal.
Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Here are all my 2023 reading goals. Also, can I just say, why the fuck is it Christmas Eve? My mind is still mentally in July, so yeah, it's a bit... Number one, I want to read 65 books next year. This year I read 50 and I've now read, I think, 55 or I'm on my 56th book, I think, or 57th book, something like that. Anyways, but I know I can do it because I started reading in June, end of May, beginning of June. So I know I can do it. I could probably maybe even reach 100, but I don't wanna force that on myself because I will cry. So 65, just adding 15 on, you know, I want to read more non-fiction books. I have one in my book club for next year, but I want to read more autobiographies. There's two that are on my list, which is Matthew Perry's like biography thing, and Jeanette McCurdy's. I also want to read some like mental health books and stuff like that, so I think that's like another big goal for next year. I want to stop forcing myself to read books that BookTok have suggested. Like, if I know I'm gonna like it, I will read it, but I gotta stop forcing myself to read books just because BookTok liked it, you know? Especially when it comes to romance. Big one when it comes to romance. Like, all of the thrillers and stuff like that have been good, but romance? I now am very picky when it comes to romance because of BookTok, so I'm blaming you guys. Thank you. On that same note, no Coho books in 2023. Not on my bookshelf. Sorry. I'm getting rid of all of my Colleen Hoover books. All of them, every single one. My sister has 2. I've got 2 left in my room. Confess is going on vintage. It ends with us. I don't even know where that cunt is. Not gonna lie, don't know where she is. So, no Coho books in 2023. Sorry, not happening. I want to read more indie authors in 2023. I do need suggestions because I'm going in blind, completely blind. Like, indie publishers, indie authors, give me all of it, because I've looked at my bookshelf and I'm like, wow, okay, I've got no indie authors. So yeah, just give me some suggestions. Book journaling. I did buy myself a reading journal, so I'm going to be using that in 2023. You'll be seeing a lot more journaling videos as well, because I've got some little prints on the way. Yeah, super cute, super fun. Now this one is put myself out there more, maybe get a physical arc because of my putting myself out there maybe. Now this is very difficult for me because I'm a very anxious person. I'm scared of rejection, so this one is very difficult. What are your reading goals for next year? I'm excited. Tell me, let me know.